Greeting dear students and welcome to the class. Hope you enjoyed your summer vacation. Before summer vacation we were doing numericals of accounting equations. So let us practice few more numericals from NCERT book. So I have drawn this format. This is question number 5 of NCERT's book. I have written this question for you. Use accounting equation to show the effect of the following transactions of Messrs. Royal Traders. Started business with cash, purchased goods for cash, rent received. This is an income. And you know how to treat income? It is to be added in capital as well as shown in the added in cash also. Salary outstanding, it is an expense. Prepaid insurance, received interest, sold goods for cash costing 5,000 for 7,000. Here you are having a profit of 2,000. Goods destroyed by fire. So let us start. I told you that you need to keep two lines, one for C plus L is equal to A and another for writing the various liabilities and assets. And it will be better if you write C plus L on left hand side, because in various books this C plus L is given on the right hand side. It will be better if you follow this system, because later on you need to make balance sheet, and in the balance sheet this left hand side is C plus L. Capital plus liabilities are given on the liability side of the balance sheet, left hand side. So let us start. So the first transaction is started business with cash rupees 1,20,000. So you know how and where to record this. It's a capital, and capital will be recorded here 1,20,000, because he is investing in the form of cash. So we'll write cash and 1,20,000 below this cash. So this was transaction 1. And after that you don't have to write new equation, because there is no addition to this particular equation. Purchase goods for cash rupees 10,000. So what is to be done here? You are buying goods, so this is not going to affect your capital, not going to affect your liabilities. But when you are buying goods for cash, your cash will reduce. And you know how to show reduce? By putting bracket. So bracket means I am reducing my cash by 10,000 and a new item will be added. What is the name of this new item? This is stock by 10,000. This is being added. Now see new equation after this. Every time you need to calculate new equation, that will be better. So your new equation is 1,20,000, no liabilities, and here it will be 1,10,000 and 10,000. Keep on checking that your right hand side, left hand side must be equal to right hand side. Now see the next equation. Next equation is rent received. We are receiving a rent of rupees 5,000. So rent received means this is your income, and I told you whatever incomes are there, all incomes will be added to the capital. So here you will add 5,000 to capital and 5,000 will be added in the cash also. So your new equation will be, after this you will be writing your new equation. So new equation will be 1,25,000 here. No change in liabilities. This will also increase by 5,000. So 1,15,000 plus 10,000. This is your new equation. The effect of this equation is your capital will increase. Why your capital is increased? Because here you are receiving rent received. Though you don't have to write this, but for your clarity I am mentioning here that this is your rent received. Now the next transaction is related to salary outstanding. So what I told you the meaning of salary outstanding. It's an expense which is due and not paid. So you know all expenses are to be deducted from the capital, and moreover your liability will increase. What is the name of this liability? Name of this liability is salary outstanding. Outstanding salary rupees 2000, no change on asset side, no change in cash, because this is your outstanding expense. Outstanding expense means due and not paid, so your liability will arise because you need to pay it now. Yes. So now let us see the next new equation after this. After this, new equation will be 1,23,000, and moreover plus 2,000 here is equal to 1,15,000 plus 10,000. Try to write in the same alignment. Now next transaction is prepaid insurance. You understand the meaning of prepaid? Prepaid insurance means this is an insurance for the next period. So you cannot treat this as your expense because you have made the payment but benefit has not been received. So it is not to be treated from the capital because this is not an expense, this is not your liability, but because you are paying, so 1,000 will be deducted from the cash and a new item will appear. What is the name of this new item? Prepaid insurance. I told you that always leave more space here because here we'll keep on adding the new assets. So whenever you are drawing it, try to keep less space for C plus L and more space for assets. So a new item will appear with rupees 1,000 and your cash will reduce due to prepaid expenses. So now let us see the new equation. Every time you need to draw this line, and that's a good presentation because your presentation matters a lot. 1,23,000 here, no change here also, and here it will be 1,14,000 plus 10 and plus 1,000. Let us see whether left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. This is 1,25,000 and this is also 1,25,000. 114 plus 11. And now see the effect of next transaction. Received interest. You are receiving interest, so you receive interest with rupees 700. It's your income. So what is to be done with the income? Income is to be added in capital, number 1, and when you are receiving, it is to be added in cash also. So cash as well as capital. Now see the impact of this. It is 1,23,700. This will remain as it is. As it is, you will copy down this, and this will be 1,14,700 plus 10,000 as it is. No change. Now let us move to the next transaction. Next transaction is sold goods for cash costing 5,000 for 7,000. So here in this particular case, you are earning a profit. How much profit? You are earning a profit of 2,000. So in these types of transaction, you know how to treat these types of transactions. So first of all, you will add 2,000 profit to the capital. It will be added, and moreover You are selling for cash, so your cash will increase by 7,000, but your stock, this is very important, stock will reduce by cost. So normally student used to commit error here. So whenever you are recording in stock, it is always reduced with the cost price. Now let us see the effect of this. Your new equation, this was also your new equation, and now after this your new equation will be, your capital will be 1,25,700 plus 2,000 as it is as outstanding salary, and 1,21,700 plus 5,000 for stock and 1,000, because stock will reduce by 5,000. So I hope you are getting this. And then now the last one is goods destroyed by fire. So what will happen when your goods are destroyed by fire? When your goods are destroyed by fire, your stock will reduce, as well as it's a loss for us. And you know how to treat loss. Loss is to be deducted from the capital. You know the reason? The reason is that when profit is added to capital, then loss will be deducted. Loss by fire. And there is no change, and your stock will reduce by 500. So finally the equation will be, and we will be learning in the subsequent lectures how to make balance sheet. This will be 1,25,200 plus 2,000, and which is equal to 1,21,700, no change here, and this will be 4,500 plus 1,000, and finally the total of this side is 1,27,200. This is 1,27,200, and this side also 1,21,700. This is 5,500. If you had 5,500 here, this will be 1,27,200. So it means your left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So I hope now you will be able to handle the numerical of accounting equation with the help of this particular numerical. So now let us do one more numerical, which is question number 6 of NCERT. Let us read this numerical. Show the accounting equation on the basis of following transactions. Udit started business with cash 5 lakhs, goods rupees 1 lakh, and purchased building for cash, purchased goods, sold goods to Ashu costing 25,000 for 36. Here you are earning a profit, and name of the person is given. It means your debtor will be created. This is not a cash sale, this is a credit sale. Paid insurance premium. So here nothing is mentioned whether this is prepaid or not, so we'll consider this as ordinary payment of premium, deducted from the capital and deducted from cash also. Rent outstanding 5,000, depreciation on building. You know how to deal with depreciation. It will be deducted from the building as well as from the capital. Cash withdrawn for personal use. These are drawings. Rent received in advance. So this is unearned income. This is also our liability will be created. Cash paid to Himani, 20,000 you are paying to Himani. Cash received from Ashu. So let us start this numerical. Again we will follow the same pattern. We will be drawing two lines. First line is for C plus L is equal to A, and next is for writing different types of assets and liabilities. So this is my question number 6. Here I am writing C plus L is equal to A, and here I will be making list of various assets. Now let us see the first transaction. Udit has started business with cash and goods. So he is starting his business with two items, one is cash and another is goods. So let us record this. Total capital will be 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs will be the total capital of Udit, and here he is investing through cash and stock. How much cash? 5 lakhs through cash and 1 lakh through stock. So this was a transaction. I hope it is clear to you how I have written it. He is investing in the form of cash as well as stock also. If he is investing in the form of furniture or any other asset, that asset will be recorded here and the amount of that will be added in capital. Now second is purchase building for cash. So here he is buying building for cash. So what is to be done? In first case there is no new equation. New equation will start after second transaction. So you are buying building, so no change in capital, no change in liability, but you are buying in cash, so your cash will reduce by 2 lakhs. And a new item will appear. What is the name of this new item? This is your building by rupees 2 lakhs. So let us see new equation after this. So this is my new equation. 6 lakhs as capital, no change in liabilities, and here your cash will reduce by 2 lakhs, so it will be 3 lakhs. For reducing I am putting this bracket sign. No change in stock, and one more additional item will be added as building as your fixed asset. Now let us see the next one. Purchase goods from Himani. So it means name of the person is given, so we are buying this on credit. So you are buying goods on credit. So what will happen when you buy goods on credit? Your creditor will be increased. So this is C transaction. Here you are buying goods from Himani, so your creditor, new item will appear here as creditor. What is the name of the creditor? Himani. 50,000. If you have 2-3 creditors, in that case you can mention the name. We'll see whether we'll have creditor further or not. No change in capital, no change in cash because you are not buying in cash, but your stock will increase by 50,000. So let us see the impact of this transaction and what will be our new equation after this. New equation, 6 lakhs as it is, no change, plus 50,000 as liability is equal to no change in cash, plus this will be added to stock. So your stock is 150 and 2 lakhs as building. So let us check. This is 6,50,000 and this is 6,50,000. 350 plus 3 lakhs. Now see the next equation. Sold goods to Ashu costing 25,000 for 36,000. So here what is happening here? here you are earning a profit of almost 11,000. There is a profit of 11,000 and this 11,000 will be added to the capital. So let us do that also. So 11,000 will be added to the capital as a profit, and moreover costing 25,000 will be deducted from the stock. And see what is happening here. The name of the person is given without any cash details. So a new item will appear. And what is the name of this new item? This will be your debtor. Under debtor you will be writing how much. It will be 36,000. So let us see the impact of this. It will be better if you draw the lines with pencil. So here it will be 6,11,000 plus 50,000 as it is, no change in creditors, is equal to 3 lakhs, no change in cash, plus your stock will reduce by 25,000. So now it is 1,25,000 plus 2 lakhs as it is building, and 36,000 as your debtors. This is your new equation. I am writing NE just to save the space. Now next is paid insurance premium. So here you are paying insurance premium and nothing is mentioned whether this is prepaid or not. So we'll assume that it's an ordinary expense, and you know how to treat expense. Expenses are to be deducted from the capital as well as from cash. So we'll be deducting 3,000 as insurance premium and 3,000 will be deducted from the cash also. Let me put bracket here also because we are deducting from the capital. So let us see the impact of this transaction on accounting equation. So your new accounting equation will be 6 lakhs, new capital. This is new equation, and this was transaction number E, plus 50,000, creditors as it is equal to, this is your 2,97,000 125 plus 2 lakhs plus 36,000. Here if you wish to check the equality, you can check. This is 6 lakhs 58,000 and this is 297, and 125 will be 125. This is 225 and 36. Just wait. 225 and 36 will be 250, 261 and 297. So this is 297 plus 361. Yes, this is 658. Both sides are equal. Now let us do the next transaction. This is rent outstanding, F transaction number F. So what is happening to rent outstanding? 5,000. So this is your expense. It is to be deducted from the capital outstanding, and a new liability will appear. What is the name of this liability? Name is rent outstanding, and this is 5,000. So no change on asset side. Change will be there only and only on the liability side. This is my liability side. Now this will be 6 lakhs 6,000. Just wait. 3,000. Let me make it 3. So this is 6 lakhs 3,000 and this is 50. No change here, and 5,000 will be recorded here as an rent outstanding. Asset side will remain as it is. And these questions are very interesting. Basically the purpose is to teach you how to trace out two items in a particular equation, particular transaction. Yes. So now next is depreciation on building 8,000. So this is my next transaction number. This is G. So what is to be done when there is a depreciation? Depreciation is a loss for the firm, so it will be deducted from capital. This is 6 lakhs 3,000 and no change, only your building will reduce by 8,000. So let us see the new equation, impact of this. So your new equation will be, this is 5 lakh 95,000 here and 50,000 as it is, then 5,000 as it is equal to 297 as it is. No change here also, but your building will reduce by 8,000. So now the new value of the building will be 1,92 and 36, and the total of both the sides are equal. You can check it. Now next transaction is cash withdrawn for personal use. So you are withdrawing cash. So what will happen when you withdraw cash? It's a drawing. It will be deducted from the capital as well as from the cash. So 20,000. This is my new equation. This was also new equation, and this is transaction number H. I am withdrawing 20,000 is withdrawn from the capital. No change, and 20,000 cash will reduce. So let us see the impact. So this will be 5 lakh 75,000 plus 50,000 as it is. No change in outstanding rent is equal to, this will reduce, so this will be 2 lakh 77,000, 1 lakh 25,000 plus 1 lakh 92 and 36,000 as it is. So drawing means it will be deducted from the capital as well as deducted from the cash, because he is withdrawing cash for personal use. Now see the next one, rent received in advance. See what will happen when you are receiving rent. When you are receiving rent in advance, this will be a liability because you are not given the services, but money is being taken by you. So when you have taken the money without giving services, you are liable to give the services in future. So your liability will be created, and moreover, because you are receiving, your cash will also increase. So this is my transaction number I. This was new equation. So no change in capital because this is not the income of current year. No change in creditors, rent outstanding. A new item will appear. What is the name of this new item? Unearned income. Unearned income. I am putting a star and writing it here. This is my unearned income. because lack of space I'm unable to mention here. This is unearned income. How much income I'm receiving? A new item will be added here in the liability side. Rent, unearned rent also you can write, and cash will also increase by 5,000. No change in any of the asset. So my new equation will be as it is capital. This is my new equation. 575 plus 50,000 as it is, plus 5,000 and a new 5,000. This 5,000 belongs to unearned income. And what is the specific name? Unearned rent. And here also it will be added. This will be 2,82,000. No change here. I hope you are getting these treatments. Otherwise you can see it again. Now next is J transaction. Cash paid to Himani on account rupees 20,000. So let us see how much was due to Himani. We purchased goods of 50,000, out of which we are paying 20,000. So Himani's account will be reduced. Who was Himani? Himani was our creditor. We paid 20,000. So let us pay 20,000 to Himani. This belongs to creditor Himani. 20,000 will be paid, and 20,000 our cash will reduce by 20,000. No change in any other assets or liability item. I am trying to finish this on single page so that you will be able to understand on single page. I hope you will be able to see this bottom part. Yes. And now the next is 575. No change. This is 30 because now only liability 30,000 is left. 5,000 as it is, as rent outstanding. 5,000 on income. Your cash will reduce by 20,000, so it will be 2,62,000. And this is 1,25,000 plus 192 and 36,000. Now last transaction is transaction number K. This was my new equation. Every time you need to write this and try to present in this way only. Cash received from Ashu. So you are receiving cash. How much was due from Ashu? It was 36,000. Out of 36 you received 30,000. So this is a cash received from debtor. So what will happen? Your cash will be added and debtor will reduce by 30,000. So no change either of the, on this liability side. Cash will increase by 30,000 and Ashu, your debtor, this was your debtor, it will reduce by 30,000. So let us see the impact of this last transaction on accounting equation. This is 575. Liability side there will be no change due to this. 5,000 is equal to, and this will be 292. 2,92,000 plus 1,25,000 as it is, plus 192 as it is, and plus 6,000, because when debtor will pay you 30,000, only 6,000 will be left. So finally let us see the total of both the sides. If you add up these two totals, 575. Let me see. 575 plus 5,000 plus 5,000 and 30,000. So this will be 40. 575 plus 45. This will be 6 lakh. 15,000 on this side. And here also you will be getting 6 lakhs 15,000. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So I hope all the treatments of question number 5 and solution of question number 5 and 6 are clear to you. So you need to be very careful, and there are 2-3 transactions which can create a problem, like rent received in advance, rent outstanding. So you need to be careful while recording it. Likewise, cash received for personal use. So you go through this solution again and again, then you will be, I think you will be able to understand. And we'll be practicing more numericals from NCERT, and you practice from T.S. Grewal's book also. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.